I'm here at Hyde Park down in Cincinnati with Jonathan Nash. Jonathan, you grew up in the UK and you now live in Australia. Tell me a little bit about how the heck you got here to Hyde Park.
Yeah, so I started my career as doing sports surf management. A few years into it, and my superintendent at the time, she sort of said to me that the Ohio program is a fantastic opportunity. Gives you the opportunity to work in the United States on some of the most top golf courses in the world.
And you came over here from Perth and you're here at Hyde Park now. Tell me a little bit about the superintendent here. Like people talk about, oh, the program is great, oh, Mike is wonderful, but really it's not me, it's the superintendents, isn't it, that make the program?
Yeah, sure. So my superintendent, Pat O'Brien. Yeah, no, he's a fantastic guy. He's insanely knowledgeable. He's given me all the opportunities in the world to do all the maintenance practices involved in this career. He's given me opportunities to sort of supervise staff, run projects, and things like that. He'd always sort of answer your questions and things like that.
That's what I try to find as a program, and you feel that like would he give you, I heard he gives homework at night and stuff like that, and that's receptive because you come back to him with the answers of the questions, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he's given me multiple assignments to do, sort of in my free time. And yeah, sort of if you sort of put the effort in and get those done, yeah, you're sort of like rewarded in a sense because you sort of get the knowledge.
You talked about managing staff and stuff like that. That's really what this is, a turfgrass management program. Well, how much has it done for your confidence level? Would you say you're more confident now, or?
Absolutely, yeah. My confidence has grown massively. I've always sort of figured I've been able to sort of do the things, but when you're actually managing people to do those sort of maintenance practices, it really sort of gives you the confidence to know that you can actually like you do know what you're doing. So yeah, it has given me a huge confidence.
And you enjoy that side of the business. You're stepping to the next level, aren't you? I mean, So.
I hope so.
Yeah.
We'll see about that.
Tell me a little bit about the course. I love these fairways. They're like just mint. I mean, it's like crazy. We're in the middle of September now. It's been, what is it, 92 degrees today or something?
Yeah, we have had about a high of 92 today. Oh yeah, so we got the Zoysia fairways here.
Yeah.
Which are just absolutely fantastic. They require very minimal water even during this very hot weather that we've been having.
Crazy hot weather. I mean, so that's a new one for you, is it, Zoysia?
Yeah, absolutely. I've never come across Zoysia before on a golf course. No.
Wow. Yeah. Tell me a little bit about the staff here, the assistants. How easy are they to get along with? Do you learn from them as well?
Absolutely. Yeah, the assistant superintendents, Dan and Aaron, have both been very good to me. Again, they'll always give you the time of day. If you've got any questions, they're more than happy to ask them. And they're great guys. You can go out and have a beer with them after work too.
Yeah. Coming over from England, I mean, the young English guy or girl coming over here, tell me about the financial side of things. Have you made enough of money? Have you saved enough money? Like, is it financially viable to do this program?
Yeah, absolutely. It's financially viable. Yeah, you're sort of paid, accordingly. Like you're paid well. Your sort of rent is in most cases subsidized a little bit by the golf course, the placement that you're at.
Yeah.
You save a ton of money on food because you get food from the kitchens and things like that.
Or so you can go in at night and get
100%,
your dinner.
Yeah. So
really?
I mean, I've managed to save money. No problem.
Yeah. And you what sort of hours would you get to do? Because a lot of students don't realize that a club like this you learn so much more by doing the extra time over here. Would you get extra hours?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, sort of averaging 55 hours a week. Obviously that differs when we've got fixtures coming on and things like that, and sort of green renovations like we have this week. That might sort of go up.
Absolutely.
But then also if we have a wet week with a lot of rain,
right,
it sort of goes to the lower end of the scale too.
Right. So you don't mind doing the extra hours, do you? I mean, it's
no, not at all. It's sort of it gives you more time to learn, and if you're doing sort of overtime, it's usually because you sort of might be doing something a little bit more interesting, like coming into.
What about your ability? You were pretty well, before you came over here. But what about the student that maybe not having that ability level that you had coming in? Like, do you feel that they'll teach you stuff? I mean, maybe you didn't know how to spray with their sprayers here. You never used a Baroness before, probably.
No, I've never used a Baroness sort of fairway units before. I think somebody with less experience, still very sort of like that wouldn't be an issue whatsoever.
Yeah.
It's all just a massive learning experience. It
Huh.
doesn't really matter what your level is.
Huh.
There'll definitely be a place for you on
The
the
assistants are good at teaching you, because I'm sure there was some stuff you had to learn. Like
Of
you
course.
you do a lot of course setup here.
Yeah.
Is that something that they look at it as a responsible job, don't they?
Yes, they do. I mean, I've done course setup in the past, working in
Yeah.
Australia and things like that, but I've definitely finessed my ability
Yeah.
in regards to speed and also sort of putting plugs back in with minimal damage to the
Right,
green.
right.
That's something I seem to have mastered
Right.
over the space of the 6 months.
What about Pat sent you to a tournament up in Minneapolis?
In Moline.
On Moline, sorry.
I can't
It was the John Deere Classic.
The John Deere Classic.
Yeah,
at
yeah.
TBC Deer Run.
Deer Run, that's right.
Yeah, no, it was a fantastic opportunity. Mega week. They've got some awesome equipment and it's a beautiful golf course.
How about the networking opportunity up there? You met a lot of people.
Yeah, I met a lot of people. I also met a lot of English guys, which was nice.
Yeah.
And, got a network with them, and we sort of still in contact. And
Does that give you more confidence, kind of? I mean, had you done tournaments back in Australia?
I had done tournaments back in Australia, but yeah, I mean they're always great fun. You meet a lot of people and you learn so much from doing them because everybody's got a different way.
How cool is it that Pat just sends you away like that to do something like that?
It's a great
Do you
opportunity.
feel like that it's really a learning program, that they, like, you come out here to learn? It's not you're not being used as cheap labor, are you?
Not at all. No,
No.
it's a learning experience, hands down. Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, what about culturally? Have you got to do any fun things?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, socialise a lot with my workmates. They've taken me, they've been very inclusive. And
Baseball game?
Baseball games, yeah.
Yeah.
The Cincinnati Reds.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's been a great experience, sort of both in the work area and also sort of the social scene too.
We need more guys from Western Australia, from Perth, that area. I mean, there's some great golf courses down there. Please, when you go back as an ambassador, do talk to the TAFEs or whatever. I mean, you've seen the structure of the program now. You've seen the caliber. You've been up to Columbus for the research field day.
Yes.
You know the other students are in the program. So do you believe in the program that it's been? Would you recommend it?
Completely, yeah, 100%. I would recommend it. Absolutely.
Yeah,
It's a massive sort of career development program.
And I mean, coming out of Perth, you can do just as well. And I think these kinds of grasses are relative. You could take this technology
warm
back
season,
with you.
I mean, yeah, sort of soy is just a warm season grass. So yeah, like there's absolutely, it's very relevant to where I live.
You've got bent grass greens up there. How much management did you have to do on those greens this summer, or was there?
A ton of management, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, especially with the weather, the humidity, and things like that. You've got to be careful with disease and things like that. So there's lots of.
I mean, you've just gone through an aerification right now. That's why the
Yeah.
course is quiet right now. But you've seen how fast Pat can get those greens.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Right.
absolutely. We just had the Founders Cup sort of the week before aeration.
Yeah.
Had them running about 12 and a half.
Really, so. Well, John, we really appreciate you coming up. You've come up in a special program for just 6.5, 7 months.
Yes.
And we can do that during the Australian winter. I mean, did that work good for you?
Perfectly.
Yeah? You're
absolutely,
going
yeah.
back into another...
3 summers back to back.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're going to do 3 summers back to back.
I know,
That's
I know.
kind of tough on the body, isn't it?
A little bit. But,
Yeah, but
worth
it's
it.
pretty cool to do a summer here and
Oh,
go back.
absolutely,
So,
Absolutely.
well, listen, we appreciate your time, and we know you'll be a great ambassador, and we look forward to getting more guys up and girls up from Perth if you can find them.
I'll try. Thanks.
All right. Thank you, Jonathan. Take care.